Welcome everyone to Boxing Day's Winter Classic episode. We are into women's round number 3 as Division 1 in action here tonight. This is going to be... Actually, I tell a lie, it's Division 2 in action tonight. We've switched it around for our final rotation of matches, so why don't we get into this matchup pretty much immediately out of the gates as I just make one final change, and there we go. Let's get going, shall we, into tonight's episode, because this is going to be a pretty monumental and epic matchup on the card for you tonight. We're locked in, ready for Boxing Day's matchup here in the locked-in arena. As big-time Bex opens up the bar for Fight Night. Well, she's ready with the resolution.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
This might come in handy for Lynch as well. This is a big matchup similar to our Christmas Day festivities, as the case holder gets a shot at a top champion here tonight. And realistically, anything can happen in a matchup like this. And to be honest, of this bracket of Division 2, I'd say this is probably one of the closest matches we have on paper. Because the Irresistible Force
And her opponent from San Diego, California, the prestigious World Champion, Nia Jax.
has to go through big time backs, and this isn't an easy matchup for either lady, let's be honest. Both bring that aura of confidence, that cockiness, that style that is very hard to match up against. And well, as you can see here, Nia oozing that confidence as she waltzes into the ring. Becky's gonna have to step up to the occasion pretty heavily here. These two currently sit atop of Division 2, and well, 6 points on both of them. Only one of them can get up to 9 in this tournament, and well, that's a huge point, because that will decide seeding in this division. Obviously, when it comes to the end of round 3, seeding will be adjusted heading into the actual Winter Classic, but the big issue will be that there will be stars lurking around and having to take on tiebreaker matches heading into the tournament on New Year's Day at New Year's Clash, a big live event to start the new year. And that is no easy matchup, or any type of matchup, because there will be obviously 2 big tournaments taking place. No championships on the line that are currently in IPW, but the crown of being the Winter Classic champion is there, ready to be won by both men and women stars in this tournament. Obviously, as we look at this division, the clear cut between the upper echelon of competition and the lower half of the battle can be seen, obviously, with this being our upper echelon of matches. We'll see in a couple days how the rest of this division shapes up. But as Big Time Beck's unloading here, getting a big flurry of offense in, it's now troubling for Nia, who could be caught dropped here by Lynch. Becky unloading some big shots, and this has probably been the best performance we've seen against Nia Jax in quite some time. A very controlled start from Becky, but right now she is in trouble. Nia added this maneuver into her arsenal on her championship winning run, and now utilize it to great effect. That avalanche Samoan drop just applies so much pressure in a concentrated area. That body of Becky in tatters from that landing, and it's usually a good setup for one of Nia's big time finishers, the one-legged powerbomb, as she stacks Lynch up. The other, that Annihilator, also a big crushing type attack. So Becky really feeling the wrath here of Lynch. She looks to be jaded out of that position. Lynch back up, but caught again immediately onto the shoulders of Nia, who's, well, just going to attack. Snake Eyes in the corner. And a big boot to the face. That early momentum Becky had has certainly faded away here, as Nia just continuing to put on the show and damaging Becky here. Big lariat connects as well. Lynch now hooks her up. Disarmor applied, catching Nia out of that one. Jax out of the hold, escaping trouble there. Sends Becky for a little run. A drop down and a shot caught. Becky not done. Hooking up Nia. Manhandle slam. Puts her down into the cover. Kick out there from Becky. Or from Nia on Becky. Well, Becky back on the offensive. Back to trying to win this match. A pin a little bit too early after a previous attempt. Not going to come and play into an effective maneuver, because now Nia's back on the aggressive path towards Becky. But she's been cut off here at the pass. Becky still trying to go for the pin, but it is poor timing. She gets the 2. This time a little bit closer, but still Nia stays alive in this matchup. As Becky unloading. Becky firing off some big shots. Obviously tomorrow we reach weekend matches. We've got a couple of matches on Saturday, as well as a couple on Sunday, to edge us into the last couple of days of the Winter Classic. This tournament has just flown by since its inception, as a manhandle slam comes through from Becky. Into the cover she goes. Referee slow to position, giving Nia a chance to kick out. And now, the irresistible force back on the offensive. Back to trying to take down the Resolution case holder. Well, she's looking a bit better than what she did a moment ago. She has Becky in the corner. And well, this is about to be maybe the ending of the match. Becky's ribs in tatters already. And now they're about to be annihilated. Crushed in under the weight of big Nia Jax. Somehow, Big Time Bex kicks out. Staying alive in this matchup, but maybe only for a mere couple of seconds. Jawbreaker, though, reverses the situation. Becky back on the offensive. Arm hooked. Interesting maneuver. Air crash style offensive from Becky. Now unloads a combo. Vicious strikes into the DDT. Spiking Nia's head down. Becky looking here. Figure 4 applied. Not typically a maneuver out of Becky's arsenal, but utilized to great effect as she drops the leg from the top. Channeling her inner Lyra Valkyria for this one as she's got Nia on the ropes, but Nia firing back. The champion's had enough. Big time Bex. Slow to her feet, but Nia not going to allow her to get back up there. Setting her up for one of her own. Leg drop across the back. Clearly, Nia has been targeting the body of Becky. Cause the damage, cause the carnage, and get the W. Nia Jax 6, undefeated in this division, and well, in that position of power, she can quite easily be our first seed in this tournament. And looking at how this bracket shapes up, obviously first and second seed sit on polar opposite sides of this tournament. Being first in this division will more than likely set you up to face one of 3 ladies currently. Only one of those 3 will have their O's broken before the end of this tournament. Or guaranteed, I should say. But for now, they remain Nia remains undefeated, and well, if a certain result in Division 1 goes a certain way, Nia may have to have a tiebreaker, a clash atop of the women's side of this bracket. We will have to see on that front. And well, we won't know about that until tomorrow. That's certainly going to be an epic matchup then. A reason to join us for our double bout weekend madness. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.
Here's your winner, Nia Jax.
Peace out, folks. Happy holidays still. And yes, I'll see you tomorrow for our next day of the Winter Classic.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big